Eden, the Garden of Eden. The legendary Garden of Eden that, some say it's a physical location, some say it's the place somewhere out there that we go to when we die. And some people have come to believe that it's actually metaphorical for a vibratory state that we all try to accomplish, a frequency. So in our society, as a very, no pain, no gain, work hard, or otherwise you're gonna stay hungry kind of mentality, it's really easy to dismiss pleasurable wellness as some kind of a hedonistic approach. But, and here's a big but, there are many studies that I will start sharing with you, and there are many proofs that pleasure could be that missing ingredient that we need not only to heal our physical body and improve our mental and emotional well-being, improve our relationships, and help us achieve enlightenment, achieve this spiritual connection that we also seek. So whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish, Pleasurable Wellness can help you, and here's why. So as I'm reading this book on the breaking the Bible code, right? This guy goes into a whole description of how you have to read between the lines to understand the hidden meaning behind the Bible. And you don't have to be religious or believe in that at all, but he touches upon the etymology of the word Eden. And guess what? In the ancient Hebrew, what does the word Eden mean? Pleasure. Let that really sink in. We were created in the garden of pleasure. Our DNA, our blueprint was to experience pleasure constantly, to be in a blissful, orgastic state at all times. Suffering was not supposed to be part of any of this. And if we think about it, if we think about the Garden of Eden as this vibrational state that we can accomplish wherever we are in this physical reality, then you understand that pleasure is kind of your guiding force. It can guide you back to this pleasurable state, this blissful state that can heal any disease, that can really transform your emotional and mental well-being by raising your vibration, so you're not marinating in the lower vibrations, and so that you can really experience this bliss or nirvana or enlightenment that we all ultimately seek. To improve our relationships, but improve the way that we're living our lives. And most importantly, I've come to see that as the vibrational state that could really also attract the life that you desire. So if you want to manifest something that you want, you know that it's not just visualizing something, it's vibrating as if you already have that, right? And the pleasurable wellness state can lead you to that. So my studies from a scientific perspective and from perspective of neuro-linguistic programming, psychology, from more recently, looking at quantum healing and spiritual development, have shown that really everyone refers to it in a different way, but in reality, the whole premise behind becoming supernatural and having enlightenment and healing our physical and emotional bodies is really raising our vibration. I don't know if you've seen this, I'll try to put the picture of all the vibratory states. So we go from the lowest states that are like anger and fear into higher states that are about love and compassion. If you think about it, if you can raise those vibrations, then you can transform your whole perception of life, and you can completely transform your reality. So the way it happens is basically our mind thinks a thought. That thought creates a certain vibration in our body. By releasing, the body releases a chemical that corresponds to that vibration. So in a way, you're creating a certain liquid, a soup in which you are boiling at all times. So you want to choose, the soup that's going to be full of toxins and that's going to get you stuck. And it also, when you're vibrating in that like fear and anxiety and sadness, you end up the neural wirings that are around this thoughts that are suboptimal, they crystallize further and further because of this chemical releases from our body. So if we can shift our vibration to a higher level of vibration, so from the vibration of love and up, and change our thought patterns, then we can kind of calcify the new thought patterns within the different soup. That's the nourishing soup. That's what pleasurable wellness does. That's a whole methodology that I've created of how to achieve those states so that you can heal your physical body, so that you can really transform this negative state of mind into a positive one I'm not referring in any way to repressing your emotions. It's extremely important to recognize all the negative. We all have negative emotions, that's fine. But with all this dialogue around mental health, I've seen a lot of people kind of defend the idea that we always have to share all of our negative emotions, and it's, this is kind of associating them to who they are, right? So you have to listen to my emotions because then you're really respecting me. But I don't know if you've ever meditated or if you've ever had those states of this pure consciousness where you clearly see that your thoughts, your mind, and these negative vibrations are just simply not you, and you are your consciousness. So when you see that separation, you realize that you have all the power in the world to perceive those negative thoughts, but then choose to transmute them or choose to use them in a positive way instead of allowing yourself to boil in that negative vibration soup and then transmit it to others. And these vibrations are not simply emotions, right? They translate into real physical results. So it translates into the chemical reactions in the other person's body, and you're actually hurting them by transmitting all of these negative emotions. So mental health and emotional well-being is not about boiling in that soup. To me, it's recognizing that you might have those thoughts, but then learning to transform them, which is this higher levels of vibration. And finally, we seek spiritual enlightenment mostly through knowledge and our rational brain. But in reality, spiritual enlightenment is really about a state of being as well. It's right here in our body. And as much as we want to separate the body from our spiritual enlightenment, they're one and the same. So when you can achieve in your physical health and mental health this higher level vibrations, then all of a sudden that opens you up to become a channel for receiving the higher consciousness, for downloading all kinds of information, and for having that awakening, that enlightenment that we all seek. They're not separated at all. And this is what Pleasurable Wellness is going to help you do. It's going to help you, reintegrate all different parts of yourself, raise your vibration so you can experience this pleasure that I call intrinsic pleasure. It's not the pleasure that we've come to associate in our society with, constantly buying something and satisfying, no, that has nothing to do with that. It has to do with there could be nothing around you and you're experiencing an orgasmic blissful pleasure, because that's your natural blueprint, and that's what we were experiencing in the Garden of Eden. And Pleasurable Wellness is the way back to that Garden of Eden right here, right now, and you can have it if you want. And for the last 2 or 3 years, I've, together with 8 incredible practitioners from Brazil that have this really interdisciplinary and, from physical to spiritual knowledge integrated into really beautiful, components of what comprise a lifestyle that can lead you back to that state, is going to be launched within a couple of weeks in a course that's called The Foundations of Pleasurable Wellness. And then I'm going to be inviting you to a group. We're together in a group community setting. We're going to be building lifestyle that surrounds pleasurable wellness so that you can heal your bodies, heal your souls, and really connect to like-minded people and manifest the life that we're really desiring together in your individual life and the society and the world, because it really is about choosing where you want to vibrate. And I hope that my years of knowledge and training and personal experiences can help you. And that's my sole purpose in life, is to share this knowledge so that you can really transform your life and live the dream life that you've always meant to live. Thank you.